Hey Sun Space Sun, I'm Daisy Viktoria. Today we are going to look at this really beautiful yet simple dress, and I'm going to show you how you could put it together yourself. I made this diaphanous gown out of a chiffon. This is a polyester chiffon, so it's pretty affordable. I also made one for an American Girl doll. I love using this dress in photo shoots and dressing it up in different ways. I think it's really elegant, really simple, and also very versatile. I love pairing this style with corsets as well as various other accessories. I just think it's really beautiful, and it kind of makes me feel like a goddess when I wear it. For this project, you're going to need about 6 yards of chiffon. I've been using a 54-inch wide or 56-inch wide chiffon. I'm using 3/8 inch satin ribbon, a total of 7 yards, 4 yards for the top and 3 yards for the skirt. Now, if you want to make the doll version, you really don't need that much fabric, basically. You can make it out of a scrap from your dress, or you could buy like half a yard. For the doll version, I'm using 1/8 inch ribbon. For the top, I'm using 1 1/3 yard, and the skirt 1 1/4 yard. So that's a total of just under 2 2/3 yard. This project is appropriate for all levels of sewing. There's really not that much sewing involved, honestly. It's a pretty simple project. I'm also putting together a PDF guide for this dress, including a lot of detailed photos. And if you think that will help you, you can go ahead and follow the link in the description to get that as well. I'm going to start by showing you the pieces of this dress, and I'm actually going to show you my doll dress because that one fit best in the camera screen. Basically, there's 2 pieces of chiffon that are all the way long from neck to floor, and then there's 1 piece of chiffon that is just the skirt in the back. For the doll, I was able to make the skirt in 1 piece, but for the human version, the skirt is in 2 pieces. So the front 2 pieces are the full width of the fabric, which mine was 54 inches. The American Girl doll is 18 inches tall, making her about a 3.5 times scale from my height. So her pieces are only 14 inches wide instead of the full 54. So I'm taking those 3 pieces, so 2 pieces, each the full width of the fabric and the length from neck to floor, and then 2 pieces sewn together into 1 longer piece, which becomes then double the width of the fabric, and the length is from my waist to the floor. So those 3 pieces, I am hemming all the edges. I like to hem them using my serger and doing a rolled hem. You don't have to do a rolled serger hem. You could also do just a regular, like, fold over twice hem on your regular machine, just as long as you're finishing off the edges so that it doesn't fray and unravel later. Now for the upper edges of all 3 pieces, so the 2 front pieces and the back/skirt piece, we're gonna need to create a channel for a ribbon to go through. To do this, I'm folding over the edge of the fabric and stitching it down. So I'm making sure that that basically hem or channel area is wider than the ribbon I'm going to put through it. So the 2 front pieces and the 1 back piece. It's time to put the ribbon through those channels that we made. So for the human version, I'm gonna cut 4 yards of 3/8 inch ribbon for the top and 3 yards of 3/8 inch ribbon for the skirt. For the doll version, I'm cutting 1 1/3 yards of ribbon for the top and 1 1/4 yard for the skirt. So I'm going to use a safety pin, hook that onto the end of my ribbon, and then use that to help me thread it through that channel that I created. For the top or the front of the dress, you're going to put both of those front pieces onto the same ribbon. And then for the skirt, you just have 1 piece going onto the 1 ribbon. And if you're doing the human version, you will have the skirt, remember, is 2 widths of fabric, so there's a seam in the middle. that is where you attached those two pieces together. Now, the biggest part of this is probably putting it on. It's kind of a very wrappy, diaphanous flowing gown. First of all, you're going to need to wear something under it because it is see-through. So here my doll is already wearing her little pink undies, and I'm just putting the skirt on first, and that wraps around from the back and then ties across in the front. And then I wrap the skirt ribbon around the back again. You don't have to do that. Obviously, if you don't do that, you could cut the ribbon a little bit shorter. For the front of the dress, that starts by going around the front of the neck, and then in the back here, I cross over the ribbon so it makes a little cross or X on the back, and then I wrap it to the front, and then in the front I cross it again, and then I cross it again in the back, and then finally bring it around to the front and then tie it there. Here I'm showing you on my human-sized mannequin the skirt portion around the back, and then wrap the satin ribbon around the front. You could end by tying it here if you like, that's up to you. I like to cross it over in the front and then cross it around the back again and then bring it back to the front, and that just gives me a little bit of extra texture there at the top of the skirt in the back, and also a little bit of interesting tie points on the ribbon. For the front piece, you're going to take that and start that at the front. So that's going to go at the neck. Before I put these on, I like to make sure that the ribbons are even and the chiffon pieces are actually in the center of the ribbon. For the front piece, you're going to start by putting that on from the front, and then in the back, cross over the ribbon so it makes a little X on the back, and then wrap that around to the front so that it makes an X there in the front. Then wrap that around to the back one more time, make another X in the back, and then wrap it around to the front and tie it there. What's really cool about this style, because it has the two pieces in the front, is that you can kind of play with it a little bit. You can wear it totally closed, or you can wear it open in different ways. So you can do like a keyhole at the neck. Sometimes I like to wear something really cute underneath and then have it kind of gap open and show what I'm wearing underneath. So it's kind of just up to you and all your styling needs. And that's honestly one reason why I like this and I find it so versatile, because there's really a lot of different ways you can play with it and really have fun. I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you try it out yourself, I would love to see what you make. You can find me on all the social medias as Daisy Viktoria. My website is daisyviktoria.com, and a special thank you to my patrons over on Patreon who help me so much to continue creating content just for all of you. I hope you all have an absolutely magical day, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye. This is your size catapult. Okay. One more try. Now remember, kids, you can calculate the trajectory of the My Little Pony being launched from the catapult by using the simple formula of a parabola, which you also may have seen in the first semester of physics when you dealt with kinematic equations, aka equations of motion, projectiles. So when your enemies come a knocking and you want to make sure you hit them, you're welcome. See? Never let anyone tell you that math is not relevant, because you need it so you can properly launch your pony out of your catapult.